What is going on, guys? We are here today with Pokemon World Cup. That's right, another Pokemon World Cup game. But Pokemon World Cup, what's it called? Qualifiers. So, Trosco is representing Team Spain, while Laxon Rax is representing Team US West. And these guys are playing in a tiebreak, best of 3, so this is the first game. These guys aren't playing a best of 3. You send 3 players, so these guys are just playing one of the possible 3 games. But anyway, the loser of this will then play US South. It's some shit like that. It's Team US South, US West, and Spain all playing in a round robin, and the two winners of the 3 will go on into the playoffs, and then one will be out. So this is between again, Lax of US West and Trosco of Spain. So let's see what happens. Either way, pretty interesting team by Lax. He decided to bring Breloom. This seems to be offensive Torn, judging by 31%, I think, at least. But anyway, yeah, Lax brought a Breloom, which is very interesting. I'm pretty sure Bengay probably built this team because he's been telling me, like, yo, bro, Breloom is the truth, and I even have a Breloom team from him, which is pretty cool. The ones he gave me, I believe he gave me Sub, Focus Punch. That was it. Which is, you know, we'll see how that works. It's definitely an interesting tech. Hurricane does 40%. What the fuck? Oh my god. Z-Fly Torn is so nice versus Lax, I just realized. Because it is Z-Fly. You can tell from the damage. It's for sure Z-Fly. 40% is unholy damage, especially if that Jirachi is Scarf. But I'm willing to bet the Jirachi is more Spadef. Just because Lex doesn't really have a reliable psychic resist, and if he Scarf, a simple Alakazam with 6-0, as it 6-0s all teams to begin with. But Trosco goes for a U-turn there. He finds out that the Pex is physically defensive for sure, judging by that. Trosco has to be very careful of potential Zard. Zard X is what I'm assuming Lax is running. I don't see why he would have Zard Y on a team like that. I'm assuming Zard X. Not sure which. Maybe SD. Maybe it's an anti-stall measure. But I'm thinking Jirachi is probably Stealth Rock, and then Landorus T is more than likely Scarf, because who else would Lax really run it as a Scarfer? But Trosco goes into his own Jirachi. Oh, that's great for Trosco, because Lax has a lot of Pokemon where you want to know what the 4 moves are, specifically Jirachi and Pex, because you always know they have like Iron Head, Recover, all that shit, but you want to know if they have, you know, Toxic and T-Spikes on Pex. You want to know if he has U-turn, Healing Wish, Body Slam, etc. on Jirachi. So it's actually pretty nice for Trosco. He's able to figure out what both of these Pokemon have, Pex and Jirachi. That way he knows, you know, what kind of options they have. So here he understands that Gliscor, this Jirachi must not have Body Slam or a paralyzing move. So he goes into his Gliscor. I believe that this is more than likely Defog. It's SD or Defog, right? But Lax goes into his Breloom, so this is going to be SD Loom. SD Toxic Orm Lube. I'm fucking with it. I'm assuming it's SD. Could be Leech Seed as well. But I'm fucking with it. Trosco's team was used by Brofist in World Cup as well. Brofist used it last week, and it worked out pretty nicely. But Trosco goes for an SD there. Works out nicely. I guess Lax just wanted to get his Toxic Orb activated. Not sure what Lax could have predicted there. Maybe he just wanted to get his Toxic Orb activated so he could switch it on Toxapex easier, which doesn't sound like a bad idea looking back at it. I don't know what Trosco's play is here. This could certainly be Z-Fly, but I feel like, okay, so I think Landorus is Rocks, because Jirachi with what would it be? U-turn, Rocks, Iron Head, Wish. That could possibly be it. It could be Wish. Okay, he goes for HP Ice there. As Trosco goes for Facade and does a lot, but HP Ice does a decent amount as well. That was like a whatever trade for Trosco. Like, it wasn't good for, it wasn't super bad for Trosco, and it wasn't super bad for Lax. Like, that was just like a whatever. I mean, it's better for Lax, of course, because now Lax is going to be able to go for a nice U-turn here on the switch, or he can even go for a knockoff. If I'm Lax, I think I would just knock off. Yeah, I think I would just go for a knockoff as Lax. Let's see. Chansey, interesting. Yeah, I knew he was gonna double. I mean, I knew Lex could go for knockoff or switch out. That makes sense. Trosco was switching out regardless, which is why I said knockoff in case he wanted to knock off the Chansey. But in general, I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference. If I'm Trosco here, I'm not sure what the play is. I wouldn't even have switched this Trosco, which I know is a crazy play to say from the position I'm in. Like, oh shit, you're just watching the game and he could have lost his Gliscor. But I know these plays, bro. I know these plays. Nah, I'm playing. I don't know if I would have stayed in. Personally, I probably wouldn't have stayed in because Gliscor is such a threat, as we can see. Lax has to go Torn. Torn can't OHKO, and it's, you know, it's getting lower. And if rocks go up, it's even harder. But this Breloom is a really interesting touch, and this thing could end up messing Trosko up. The thing is, Scissor's quite useless, so it's a good... Oh, so it is the sub punch shit. It is the sub punch shit that Bengay had passed me previously. Yeah, this shit is okay. The thing is, Trosko doesn't even need, like, he doesn't even need Scissor at all. Scissor is useless against Toxapex plus Charizard. This set is knockoff U-turn Bullet Punch Roost, so this set is really not doing anything. Yeah, now that I remember, this set is like 3 attack. It's like some support or whatever. Yeah, this shit sucks in this matchup. So it's actually great for Trosko to be able to sack this to sleep and then reliably take this thing on with Torn and Gliscor and Pex. Except it's not actually that reliable because I just realized the Torn is offensive. What if he U-turned? Okay. Either way, yeah, I realized the Torn is not actually as reliable as Trosko might like. Because Focus Punch does a lot. And to add to this, it's Leech Seed Focus Punch, so it's actually able to piss off a decent amount of Trosko's team. So something to think about. The thing is though, I'm pretty sure Trosko can PP stall Focus Punch, although it has 32 PP. I'm pretty sure, so that is kind of a lot. So it could end up actually being frustrating for him. But curious to see where we go from here. I think Lax is. I think Lax should just go for a dry ass Focus Punch, or you know what, he can actually sub as well. I think subbing is actually better for him in case Trosko goes Torn because he gets a chance to dodge Hurricane. So you should definitely sub, as he does just choose to sub. Good play. Trosko, I guess, is gonna go for Hurricane here on a Focus Punch, and that shit's gonna do a lot. What if this is Facade as a second move, but it's not. If Trosko misses a Hurricane here, that's really bad for him. He basically has to hit Hurricane here. Oh, but he U-turns out instead into Pex, I'm assuming. Okay, so Trosko realizes he can just play safe, which I respect. Wow, and that does jack shit. Like I said, this is Leech Seed, so if I'm Trosko, I pivot right back into my Torn. Yup, good play. Yup, and it's Leech Seed. Lax misses, but it doesn't really matter because Regenerator. Actually, it might matter because Trosko can go for a Hurricane here now if he wants. But I guess he decides he'd rather not. I think Trosko is just going to try to PP stall the Loom at this point. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. But I'm pretty sure that Trosko comes out on top in this situation. Actually, I'm not like 100% sure because I feel like Focus can do a lot. Yeah, see, that shit did a ton. That's why I feel like he should have just Hurricaned on the turn that Lax went for sub again. Because he U-turn out again. But this thing does have a lot of PP, as we can see. The killer. The Breloom, the killer. This shit is the killer. Oh my god. It's going crazy right now. But I still think it's... Yeah, he also doesn't have enough subs. And thanks to Broken Regenerator, like, Lax would be in a godlike position if he was able to somehow get rocks up. With Jirachi, I'm assuming has rocks, but it could be Lando. But, like I said, it's hard to envision it being Lando. Oh, that did nothing. Trosko gets free roosts on this. Yeah, that did nothing. This will do what, 54? If that did 27, how much does this do? 53. Extremely weak. Not even a crit will kill. Is this max attack? No way, right? This cannot be max attack doing pathetic damage like that. Lax goes for a leech, but Trosko will take that any day, I guess, because Gliscor's back to full. Pex is coming right back in now, yeah. Damn, this Breloom sucks. Imagine he was SD. That shit would have gone crazy. Well, maybe. SD Facade? I don't know. Torn can't switch into Facade. That shit takes more than half. But Lax realizes here that this is a horrible situation for him. But he makes a nice play into Torn there. That's good because Trosko went Gliscor, and now Lax is going to be able to click U-turn here and get out of this bad situation, but also keep Torn at a really high amount of HP, so next time Gliscor comes in, it's not able to threaten with a sweep. So that switch into Torn was really nice from Lax, because otherwise, if he didn't go to it there, the next time Gliscor got +2, Torn would have came in to revenge kill it, but it wouldn't have been able to kill, and it would have died at 60%. So he's in a more... he's in a better situation. But Chansey keeps coming back in as Lax goes into Landorus. So what could this be? I'm thinking Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock or SD. I'm thinking that Zard is some SD sinister bullshit. I really want to know what that is. Damn, I really want to know what that is. But yeah, let's just see. Goes for rocks there as Trosko puts this thing on a timer with Toxic. Good play. This is most likely Z move then, if it's rocks. And then Jirachi. That must be why Trosko... Okay, we'll see. Oh, he gets up his own rocks. Wait. But rocks up for Lax is phenomenal, as I was talking about earlier. That's very nice. Wait, don't you just Seismic Toss spam? Like... No, you don't. He's leeched. I would have gone Torn, bro. Wait. this is still fine for Trosco. I just realized. Yeah, I just realized this is still fine for Trosco because he threatens too hard. Goes for a facade on the switch to keep up some kind of offensive momentum. Is Lax really lacking knockoff? Damn, that's gonna hurt him in this Chansey matchup. Well, not hurt him, like, because it's not like Chansey is such a big threat to Lax, but it's more so that Chansey becomes a lot harder to whittle with U-turn, Scald, etc. It's doing less long term. But let's see if he does have knockoff. And he has HPIs. Damn, maybe he is walled. Damn, alright. So let's see what Trosco does. Probably just throws out a seismic toss. That's what I would do. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so he goes for a toxic on the switch, just trying to get some kind of chip. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a slow game, but I am quite interested to see how it goes. I feel like Trosco is a little bit advantaged. It's less like that he's super advantaged, and it's more like it's very easy to see Trosco's win condition, which is Gliscor, while Lax has like no win condition. Well, no, that's not true. Lax does have a win condition. It's probably Charizard. And this Torn can always find a way. But I feel like this Torn is not going to find a way, because Stealth Rock Chansey completely sits on that shit all day. And on top of that, like, Lax just can't apply pressure. Breloom was meant to be the breaker, I'm assuming, and versus a traditional team, maybe it would have been able to do it, but Trosco has way too much. Like, it's not even that Trosco's team is like full stall and that's walling the whole team. It's like a small combination of mons. Like, it's just Gliscor, Torn, and Pex. Like, that's like a simple core. Chansey's just there for Torn. If he really wanted to, he could wall Chansey with Pex. He could wall Torn with Pex. So that's what I mean. Like, and this Gliscor is so fucking fat. What is this? This is so fat. I thought it was fast or something, but 30% is like extremely little. Even HPIs did such a laughable amount. I feel like this is nearly max SPDF, or a very high amount. Usually I see Gliscors that are kind of fast. I remember when I ran my SD Gliscor, I always ran it faster than Heatran, and I even had one variant that was jolly and faster than Excadrill outside of the sand. But I guess Trosco decides to use a bulkier version. Now, honestly, I feel like you'll get way more utility out of that. The times I've used SD Gliscor, I hated it. I would have roosted that turn. But the times I used SD Gliscor, I hated it completely. In SM, well, not hated it, but it didn't perform as well as it does in Gen 6. In Aura SOU, Gliscor is a complete demon with Swords Dance. And the reason it's so good in Gen 6 with Swords Dance is because people run max SPDF. They barely run speed. They go full bulk, and it's so hard to kill. And I think in SM, people thought you need speed, and so I like that Trosco's using a bulkier version of this, and it's obviously helping a lot. That HP Ice did nothing. He's able to pivot into Scald. Breloom is not able to focus punch and do shit, and he's able to basically switch all around this this thing as much as he wants. Damn, this thing really is not doing shit. Like, he hazed to keep PP, I guess. Good play. Switch into Gliscor. He hazes again. Focus did a lot, but he can just go into Gliscor here. Lex can never get like initiative. Well, it's not even that he can't get initiative. It's just no, it is that he can't get initiative, because Trosco just roosts if he really wants to here, or he just facades. Like, either play is fine. I would roost though. Yeah, good play. As Lax goes for focus punch, but that doesn't help at that point. You can just facade here though. That was a good focus punch from Lax, because I think going for Leech Seed this turn 40, or turn 39, sorry, is a good play from Lax. So good play by Lax going for Leech Seed. He misses, which sucks actually. That actually kind of sucks, because yeah, that actually kind of sucks, because, well, it's not like the end of the world. It's like, it sucks, but it's not like he like won or some shit if he hit that. But it sucks. It sucks for sure, because he would have taken an extra amount from Gliscor, a little bit. But I think that's like the second leech he missed already out of 7. But now Lex has to pick somebody to go to, and he decides to pick Landers T. And that shit takes how much? Quite a bit. That turns out to be Z move, or maybe it's even Scarf Rocks, which would be crazy. But it could be. It could very well be Scarf Rocks, because I don't see a Scarfer here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Scarf Rocks. So Trosco goes into his own to intimidate it and scout, as Lex goes for a U-turn. Judging by that damage, it's definitely offensive, but I knew by facade damage it was offensive. I'm thinking Lex is running Scarf Rocks Landorus, which is unholy. That's a banned creation. Either way, Lex is hard pressed to find a good Pokemon to bring in on Trosco's Ditto. Trosco got so much utility out of this Ditto too. He figured out what Pex was running, he figured out what the Lando was, and he figured out what the Jirachi was. And at this point, the fact that it has U-turn makes me believe that Lax is indeed running Scarf, Rocks, Landers T. So we'll see what happens. Good lord, it's raining, it's pouring outside. My dog just came into my room because she got scared. Damn, I'll put her up here. She can watch this this tour game with me. My dog's actually pretty good at Pokemon. She's trying to learn. 50k dog reveal, you know what it is. But so I guess Lax is just going for what, a simple protect here / pivot out, but I don't really understand the point of all that. He just goes for protect, as Trosco will most likely just click U-turn regardless. Yeah. As Lax is not going to take this as an opportunity to go for a wish. Completely understand that play. I think this is a really unique game in the sense that even though Trosco has the fat ass team and Lax's team is more bulky offensive, Trosco isn't in a desperate need to remove rocks like a lot of these fat teams usually are. You know, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, because you think like Trosco wants to remove the rocks ASAP, get those shits out of there, like they're just pissing him off. But it's actually harder for Lax, I feel like, to operate with rocks off, because for one, his Torn is getting pressured, so its regenerator is not really making a big difference, and he needs Torn to check Gliscor. On top of that, his Landorus is already at 25%. So this is very obviously Scarf. He's probably U-turning again, but Trosco gets a free switch into like who? I think I would okay, I would go Pex, which is an insane play. But I know Lax isn't clicking Earthquake. Clicking Earthquake here is an insane play. Would you? He must have edge. Oh, okay, so Trosco must know that Gliscor walls completely, which is why he went to it, which is understandable. Okay. I thought on the off chance that it had Explosion, then maybe, but it's Scarf Rocks. How can you really afford Explosion? You need at least HP. No, you need a Stealth Rock, Earthquake, U-turn, and the last move is what? Stone Edge, HP Ice, Knockoff, Defog. If you're running Stealth Rock, Defog, Scarf, Landers T. If Lax is running that shit, he banned from OU. He banned from my tier. No more of that shit. Scarf, Stealth Rock, Defog. But that's impossible. Either way, the Landers is getting low, but maybe Lax can try to pass off a wish at some point. I don't know. I don't really know. Either way, this isn't that great. I think Lax is gonna pivot into Bloom here for sure. Oh wow, Torn on Torn action. This is actually pretty good for Trosco because Lax can't stay in because Hurricane doesn't kill. Well, it might be a roll, I don't know, but Trosco's Hurricane Z will kill in response. Does Trosco want to keep the Z? I don't know. That's not my business. I don't know if I would stay in even as Trosco. Like, what if Lax wins the tie and confuses you? Like, it's not worth it. And for Lax, I don't think it's worth it as well. So yeah, they both make a good play and switch out. At the end of the day, both Torns recover like net 8%. Hey, they can be happy about that. They could be happy about that. I'm actually really enjoying this game, even though it's 6-6. Like, I feel like my commentary's been pretty good for the last 18 minutes too. Like, I feel like I'm hyper invested in this for some reason, even though it's 50 turns and like not too much has happened. I'm very excited for a advantage to be had because it will come soon in the next 20 to 30 turns. I think, because look, if that burned, for example, there would have been an advantage. I don't know. Maybe I just like a long, patient game every now and then. But we'll see. We'll see. I do kind of want some action to happen eventually, obviously. Like, I've been waiting, bro. Let's get some hot shit popping. Okay, so we see some Scald on Scald action. No burns yet. I feel like Trosco doesn't want to get burned, though. Like, I feel like Trosco really should not risk this. Like, won't this hurt him in the long term versus Breloom? And just everything he's meant to check? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was insane. Let me see the chat's reaction to that switch on knockoff. Damn, nobody watching this shit. I was like, I don't think he predicted knockoff. Rather, he did not want to risk his Gliscor on a crit Scald or a double or anything like that. But I think, okay, so Trosco's just conditioning there maybe. But he's still lucky that he didn't get burned there. If Lags burned him there, the Breloom would have had a pretty good time. Because that's not Hillbell Chansey. No way, he can't fit it. So, yeah, that's, I don't know. That's kind of lucky if you ask me. And kind of a misplay to be risking the burn like that. I really don't agree with risking the burn like that. But it's going to go. It's, yeah, dude, I don't know. That was whack. But he switches out on the knockoff, which was really crazy. If Lax just knocked off initially, then the Breloom would have won. I don't know why he kept it. Maybe because he just truly didn't expect Trosco to stay in with Pex. I didn't expect it either. Maybe he expected him to pivot into his own Ditto, Yeah, maybe he expected to pivot into his own Ditto or something. He goes for Hurricane on the switch, does 33. Decent amount of damage, honestly. Is that max special attack? Is that invested? I don't know. Maybe it's like a slight bit invested. That's what I'm thinking. It's like a slight bit invested, but I don't know. Max's team is so weird. I still think this shit's kind of like Breloom is kind of bad. I don't know. There's something off about this team. Like Mega Latios would destroy it because Jirachi just dies to two earthquakes and it's walled probably too. Dude, so he goes into this to put on some pressure with knockoff. What is this thing's ability? Either Pyappa because he gets 6-0 by Volk, Shed Shell because he gets 6-0 by Tran. Yeah, it could be one of those. Oh shit. Oh shit. It looks over. How did he know that would work? What the fuck? Damn, that's a extremely tough play for Trosco to. Damn, Lex got predicted. That was like what? How'd that work out? But I guess Trosco realized he didn't have to really mess around with going for Seismic Toss. Pex is gonna recover all that off with your Regenerator anyway. Damn, it's over. It's over. But I think Trosco just wins. Like, wow, he stayed in on Breloom as well. At this point, Trosco's applying a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, Trosco just went into like power up mode, bro. Jeez, bro. He just went the last 5 turns. He was like, okay, I gotta get it. What the fuck? Not bad. I think Lax is incentivized to switch here into who? I don't know. Maybe Jirachi. I'd go Jirachi. Damn. Yeah, the last 5 turns, Trosco was like, okay, now I'm gonna do it. He hit the Toxic, then he hit the Soft Boil, then he hit the Seismic Toss on the switch, then he hit the double into Gliscor on the Torn. That was like, shit, bro. He really wanted it. He really said, you know what? I gotta win this tiebreak right here, right now, or this qualifier. But yeah, he goes to that, the first kill of the match at turn 60. But now it looks very tough for Lex. I think his final ditch effort is going to be some kind of Zard. But even Zard can't do it because there is a Ditto and it's still chilling at a decent amount of HP. I think Gliscor is always going to come back. Yup, so he just kills it, goes for the defog. Damn. Yeah, because Trosco realized at this point, let me get my kills. If I kill the Pokemon, there are less threats. And now Lex finally brings in the Charizard, who I'm assuming is Charizard X. Let's see an SD Outrage, ladies and gentlemen. I want Lex to click Swords Dance right here. And then I want the Ditto to come in and click Outrage again. I want that shit to go crazy. I'm thinking it's Zard X. Let's see. I don't know. Trosco can kind of do whatever here. Trosco should keep this, actually. Trosco's just excited now because he killed Tornadus. So in his head, he's probably like, okay, nah, I just need to not choke and I win. Which is that is mainly the case. Just don't choke and you win. But the Charizard could win too. Well, the Charizard can't win because it's Ditto. Unless the Charizard is walled by Charizard, you know. That could happen. Or Lex could never evolve and he could be Flare Blitz Earthquake. But he just evolves. He's the shiny Charizard X and he just goes for D-Claw. Okay, so he's D-Claw. That's cool. I've been running D-Claw more as well. Damn. Chansey was a great switch because I believe at +1 you're able to live and thus you can Toxic. That was a nice play going into Chansey. If this is Fire Punch, Dragon Claw, Roost, DD, I hope it's not that set. It's going to have a very hard time taking on Chansey. Plus Trosco can just go for Soft Boiled here. He just goes for Rocks instead. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, wow. Oh, because he has his Ditto anyway. And at this point, it's a wrap. Because after that, he's just going to go into his own Gliscor. He's going to go into his own Zard after this and just start. Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand. I think Trosco's realized at this point that he can't really lose. I'm thinking he can't lose. Because I don't know what Lex is even able to apply any... Oh, it's 3 attack. It's 3 attack. 3 attack Roost. What? I'm not fucking with this set. I feel like he could have gotten a lot more advantage at SD. I mean, obviously in this matchup, there is nothing he can have. And he's going to get swept by Scarf Earthquake. Yeah. He gets swept by Ditto EQ. Yo, who goes to Ditto and Claws? Actually, he's not going to go to Ditto and go for Dragon Claw. He's going to go for Earthquake. Because he's going to go to Pex anyway, I think. Because he can't risk his Breloom. Either way, it's a wrap. Because the Charizard has to take damage. Damn. 32. Very little damage. Let's see. I don't know if Lax is going to double. At this point, I don't see it being able to save him. Going Torn here is a good play, but oh, wow. Trosco just goes for a double D-Claw, but again, that doesn't matter because Gliscor's coming in here. Yeah, he goes for a Wish, which I understand, but you just go for Earthquake as Trosco. Oh, shit. Okay. Win con. Nah, I'm playing. But I don't think Trosco should stay in here. That seems like a pretty... It's not a bad play because, as you can see, the net damage is 8%. The net damage is 8%, so it's not like it's doing anything. But even then, actually, I don't know. Fuck it, just stay in, bro. Who gives a fuck? Actually, I don't know. Maybe you should switch out. I don't know, bro. I should do 23 instead of 20, and I got kind of shook. I don't know. Either way, switch out of here, bro. That was the thing I was thinking about. If he Leech Seeds the Gliscor, Jirachi can beat it, because then it's not getting that poison heal. We know what Jirachi is capable of doing. Either way, I don't think... Yeah, okay. He goes into the Torn here. Maybe he has knock. We can see that. It's over, though. I think it's over forever. Lax's entire team is walled forever. 3-attack Zard is like the most like capable of having the potential to sweep, but it won't sweep. He's gonna heal a Zard here, I think. Right? He heals a Zard. Now he switches out again into Jirachi on the Z. This is Hurricane U-turn Taunt Fog, I'm assuming. I don't think Trosco should have stayed in with Gliscor. Except not... No, it's fine. It's fine. You just drop your Z here. It's not even... You just drop the Z. Like, even though Lex is going back into Jirachi, just drop that shit. Or even U-turn into Pex. U-turn into Pex if you really want to. Like, I don't see an issue with that. I don't think Lex is staying in. That's an insane play to make. Oh, I wouldn't have dropped the Z. Oh, it's Z pummeling. This isn't knock. Damn. So he drops the Z. He didn't need to make it there. It was very obvious that Lax is going to switch out. I guess it's all out pummeling over Sky Strike on this. I would have liked to Z fly more because I think this team can benefit from Okoing Tornadus. But Lex goes for another Wish. Damn. I don't think he's going to get it. I think Trosco might just have to risk it, but I don't think he's going to get it. I also think that Trosco might not have to risk it because he can just go Pex. Bro. Like, whatever. Just risk it and get the roost off Trosco. Yeah, see, I knew, because the odds are so low. The odds are so low, dude. When this shit takes like net 10%, the odds are low, bro. But I don't know. Crits are pretty high. So I'd be pretty shook if I was Trosco. I'd be shook going for SD that turn, Trosco. I'd be scared going for SD that turn. Trosco, I don't know. He might just, I don't know. Trosco, you shouldn't have SD'd that turn. That was a bad SD. He might just go for the roost at this point. Bro, this is scary. You might just lose to Jirachi. I think he might keep risking it. Yeah, and he gets it. I mean, like, again, it's 10%. It's 10%. So, well, not 10%. Sorry. It's 60%, but it's net doing 10%, and that's the game over. That's the game over. Jeez, that must have been scary for him. I thought that shit might just do it, but at this point, it's a wrap because you just stay in. Yup, and Gliscor wins. So that's that. Honestly, it was a pretty good game. I think Lax had a very difficult matchup. Like, I really don't see how we could have broken the team, but I also think Trosco played the whole game very well. I think they both played well. I think they both did everything they needed to do. Even Lax sacrificing Landorus to get up rocks because he knew it was the only way he could apply pressure. But even then, it was a good game. Neither side misplayed, and I think the matchup was just Trosco favored. But yeah, really long game, but either way, I enjoyed this one a lot. I think both players played great. I liked seeing the techs, 3-attack Zard, sub Loom, SD Gliss, very defensive version. Yeah, all in all, pretty entertaining. Yeah, can't complain too much. Shoutouts to Trosco and Lax. And I believe the next OU tiebreaker is like happening right now, and it's Lax versus FMG, but I'm not sure if I'll catch that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time. Peace.